What is up guys, Westtech Gamer here. Today I'm showing you my PlayStation 4 game collection of 2017. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Right, it's been a year since I did my last PlayStation 4 game collection video, so I decided to make an updated video of it to show you guys what I've added to my collection. So first off, we're going to start with Rise of the Tomb Raider. Rise of the Tomb Raider was my favorite game. Back when it came out on the Xbox One, I had such a blast playing that game. It has so much enjoyable moments in it. And if you're a Tomb Raider fan, right, this is the ultimate Tomb Raider experience to have. The storyline was really good. The characters really did develop from the definitive edition of Tomb Raider. Graphics did improve as well, and it looked more realistic. And everything was just really good it was, and there was so much to the game, and there's so much to do in the game. I'm so glad they added all this in this Tomb Raider game. And I had such a blast playing it. And it's a great game to play, a lot of fun to be had with this, and there's so much to do in the game, so definitely go and pick up Rise of the Tomb Raider for your PlayStation 4 or your Xbox One. Next we're going to go to Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 is a really good game. I did have a lot of fun with it when it first came out. You know, me not being a big Uncharted fan like that, I'm more into Tomb Raider. The storyline was good, the graphics were really good, the missions were really good. It was really interesting this game was, and I liked it a lot. It just blew me away, like how realistic it looked and how everything was, and like I really enjoyed it so much. I'm definitely going to go replay this game again. So much fun to have with this, and I was shocked that I actually liked it because I thought I wouldn't like it because I'm not a big Uncharted fan like that. But this Uncharted game, you know, proved me wrong, showed me that this game is really good and it lived up to its potential. So that just shows you, for me not being an Uncharted fan and just going in it, I enjoyed it a lot and I understood everything that was going on in the storyline of this game. So definitely go and pick it up. And it also does have online multiplayer as well, which I didn't really play as much, but I did play it here and there. There's so many good like cinematic moments in this game. Just like in Tomb Raider, there's so many cinematic moments in Rise of the Tomb Raider. But this, right, has a lot of cinematic moments as well. And if you're an Uncharted fan, right, you'll definitely love this game a lot, you know, because it definitely follows up from the other previous Uncharted games as well. And all the characters you know to love from the previous Uncharted games are in this game as well. So next we're going to go to the Uncharted collection, right. I picked this up because I wanted to kind of play some of the older Uncharted games before Uncharted 4 came out. And I did kind of play Uncharted 1 and Uncharted 2, and I never got to play Uncharted 3. The Uncharted 1 and 2 were really good, they were. You know, pretty much what this is, right, if you missed out on the Uncharted games in the PlayStation 3 and you want to kind of get into it more and understand the game more, then this is what you would pick up right here, because then you get a better understanding of the storyline across all the games, right, and that's really good it is. And it's also good for the existing fans as well, because obviously they'll get to play their favorite Uncharted games out of these three and, you know, experience it again with better graphics, you know, better game mechanics. Pretty much is an improved version of previous games on the PlayStation 3. So pretty much if you've never played it before, like me, then you'd pick this up to get a feel of all the other games. And even if you have played it before, it's just something nice to go back and play and revisit some of these games again. Next, I'm going to go to Drive Club. Drive Club, I'm kind of two-sided about this game, but I'll tell you this, the visuals of this game, so realistic this game is. That's one thing I noticed, like everything looked really realistic it does. And it just looks so good it does when you're racing through the tracks, all the cars, all the car noises, everything sounds really good. Everything is just up to par it is. Now, I didn't play this game too much because I kind of got bored of it afterwards, because me personally, right, I like racing games like Midnight Club, right? You remember that game from back in the PlayStation 2 days? I like games like Midnight Club where you can drive through the streets, and that means you're not purely racing all the time, you know what I mean? You get a break from it and you can just roam around the city. Now, I don't mind games like this either, which is purely racing, right? But it was also something else to do with Drive Club. It was just kind of boring it was, and there wasn't a lot to do in it, I felt like, from what I gathered, you know, and that's why I didn't really play it as much. And now I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's not a bad game. Like the visuals, everything, the car sounds, everything is really good. I just think it was lacking some content to it, and I think that's what was missing from the game, and that's why I felt like I didn't really replay it as much as I should have. Next we're going to go to Injustice 2. Quick story behind this, Injustice Gods Among Us, I had so much fun playing that game. It was such a fun game to play that was. Now I'm so happy they followed up from that. This follow-up was definitely a good follow-up from the Injustice Gods Among Us game. Now it's so fun it is, the level designs are really fun, all the things you love from Injustice is back. all the characters, and there's new characters in the game as well. And I really enjoyed the storyline to this game. I really did. It was so good, the storyline was. Now, I know a lot of people were kind of skeptical about the storyline, but me personally, right, from my experience, I enjoyed it, had no complaints about it, and it was a nice, fun fighting game to play. Great visuals to it, great game mechanics to it. There's a lot of characters to play as, and it's really fun when you do play co-op with your friends and everything. And you can also play online as well, so you don't need to play locally, you can play online as well with this game. But I've been having so much fun with this game. It's definitely been a fun game for me to play. Now, I did do a video of this on the channel, of the Steelbook edition. I did do a video of it, so I'll leave it in the annotations right over there if you're interested. But definitely go and pick this up for your PS4. You won't have a problem with this game at all if you love fighting games a lot. Next, we're going to go to Black Ops 3. The main thing that I like about this game is the multiplayer. Like, I had a blast playing the multiplayer of it. It is fun playing the multiplayer. Now, everyone won't agree and won't have the same opinion with the Call of Duty game, because you have Call of Duty fans who like the storyline of it. Now, this doesn't, I don't know, the storyline to me, I don't really play the storyline anymore for Call of Duty. Those days are gone now, but back in the Modern Warfare days, yeah, okay, I could understand if you said it had a good storyline to it and everything, but with Black Ops 3, this, you know, the main attraction to this game is not the storyline. You know, the main attraction to this is multiplayer, right? The multiplayer is such a blast to play. I enjoyed it so much, I did. It's fun to play here and there, but sometimes it does kind of get annoying when you get shot like out the blue, like so many times. But once you get the hang of it, right, and start playing it, you'll have fun playing this game. And that's kind of what I like to play with this game. It's just the multiplayer. Just take my mind off things and just play the multiplayer. You know, so not everyone will agree with my opinion about this game, but I think the multiplayer is like the main attraction to this game. Then again, I don't know, because I've not played the storyline, and I've not really even been wanting to play the storyline of this game, because I kind of maybe know like it's not going to be as good like as the Modern Warfare days. All the real Call of Duty fans know the Modern Warfare series had the best, you know, campaign and the multiplayer. That's what people kind of miss from Call of Duty. Like, as well as the multiplayer, they miss having a good campaign alongside of it, because there's certain fans who like the campaign a lot and maybe like that more than the multiplayer. But right now, the multiplayer is where it's at with the Call of Duty games, you know. And I'm hoping with the new Call of Duty game, they do kind of go back to the Modern Warfare days and make the storyline good again, you know. That's what I hope. Next, we're going to go to Watch Dogs 2, right? Watch Dogs 2, right? It is an improvement over Watch Dogs 1, definitely. The visuals are really good in this game, definitely. There's a lot to do in this game. But the thing I don't really like about this game is kind of repetitive, is the hacking stuff. Now, I don't really like that too much, because it just slows down the gameplay. Now, a lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. But I know they're trying to do this to make us different from, you know, other games out there like Grand Theft Auto, Saints Row, you know, all those games. Okay, I don't mind all the hacking stuff, right? Like, I don't like the fact, like, when you want to activate something or do something in the game, you have to do this puzzle thing, this hack puzzle thing. And I wasn't really feeling that at all. Like, I don't like that. And although that's what was in Watch Dogs 1, and sometimes this gets mad repetitive, it does. And that's one thing I don't like. Cause it's, I don't know what it is. It's this wee puzzle mini game thing that you have to do sometimes to get out of a building or get yourself out of a situation. You'll need to do that to open maybe some doors or something like that. I was in Watch Dogs 1, I wasn't really feeling it. It's in Watch Dogs 2, but it is a great follow-up from Watch Dogs 1. And if you like all that stuff, you'll definitely like this game right here. It has a nice big open world to go and drive in and everything. Everything's really nice and it visually stands up well in this game. Right, next I'm going to go to Watch Dogs number 1, right? I actually had fun playing this game a lot, but the main thing I loved about doing in this game is driving around the city and free roaming. That's what the main thing I did. I've not completed the storyline yet of this game, but because I've been so distracted by just driving through the city and just having a blast. And what I'll do is on my PS4, I'll put all my music on my PS4, I just drive through the city and have my music blasting, you know, and that's why that's where the most time goes through in this game. It's just me driving through the city, doing all the stuff in the game, and that's the most fun I have had with the game. I do play the storyline here and there, but that's the main thing I've been doing, is driving to the open world and just exploring. That's the main thing I love about these open world games, exploring and just, you know, having fun. And next we're going to go to Street Fighter 5. In Street Fighter 5, right, I'm kind of skeptical about it because I'm not really feeling it as much, because everything was good about this game. The visuals are good, the level designs are good, the characters, you know, they're good as well. The only thing I don't like about this game, and everyone complained about, is lack of content. There's barely any content in this game, and that's the thing, there's missing a lot of content. Now, when I played it, it was when the first time it came out, and there was barely no content. Now, at the time of this video, I don't know if they've added any more content to this, but when it first came out, it had no content at all. And it just put me off playing the game because it just got boring real quick, it did. And it just didn't make me want to play the game even more. And because, you know, there was a lack of content and I just didn't want to wait anymore. And by then, a lot of other games have come out, you know, and I've been playing them more. The thing I was missing was lack of content. Do check if they did add content to it, because I don't know, because I've not played it ever since. It was fun when I played it, but it just got boring real quick because of the lack of content. Next, we go to Gravity Rush 2. I played this game back on the PS Vita. Right, it was that game was amazing. Gravity Rush is such an underrated game. I'm so glad they put Gravity Rush 1 on the PS Vita, not on the PS4, sorry. It's such a great game. It never got the attention it should have gotten. Gravity Rush is such a great game, it is. I enjoyed it so much, I did. It reminded me of some of the games I used to play back in the PlayStation 2 days, and it brought back a lot of good memories, it does. And Gravity Rush 2, it's definitely a good follow-up from it. Now they have a lot more to work with now. Now they're not specifically making it for a handheld now. Now they've got a lot more options now when they're making it for a big console now. They can go a little bit more all out on the game. And that's what they did with this game. They went a lot more all out on it, and they definitely improved on Gravity Rush 2. And I enjoyed this game a lot, Gravity Rush 2. I'm still kind of playing through it. I am, and still enjoying it, you know. Gravity Rush is such a great, unique, different game it is. And I highly suggest you go and pick it up. It's such an underrated game, and that's the thing, is not a lot of people picked it up when they had the Vita. You have no excuse not to go and get it on your PS4 now, because Gravity Rush 1 is on your PS4. And if you have a Vita, definitely go and pick up Gravity Rush, and you know, definitely go and play it. It's such a great game to play. That's Gravity Rush 2. And next we're going to go to Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, Grand Theft Auto 5 is definitely one of the best games on the PS4 and a very popular game. Now, right now, my experiences with it is I'm kind of bored of it now. And, you know, not to say it's a bad game or anything like that. It's a great game to play. And I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed playing the online multiplayer on it and everything. I enjoyed playing the storyline. I enjoyed everything about the game, exploring the city. But the fact is, it's been out for so long now. And I just kind of want them to bring another Grand Theft Auto game out. And that's what I'm waiting for now. Another Grand Theft Auto game. And I don't know when they're going to announce it. You know how Rockstar are with their schedule when they're announcing games. But I'm hoping they bring a follow-up of this game. But there's one thing I would wish they added in this game, which was Los Venturas. I missed that. Like from Grand Theft Auto 4, no, from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, right? Los Venturas, when I played GTA 5, I felt like that was missing from it. Los Venturas, like I would have loved it if they put Los Venturas in GTA 5. Because San Andreas, man, honestly, that was the place to go, man. Like Los Venturas, you know, that was fun playing it at Los Venturas. I'm surprised I never added it in GTA 5. You know, all the people who play San Andreas understand, you know, Los Venturas. Like I felt like I should have been in here, you know. And I felt like there was too much of Blaine County and less city. You know, there's not as much city and there's so much Blaine County, you know. And that's one thing about this game. And I wish they could have added Los Venturas in there somewhere. But let's hope maybe they add it in the next game, maybe. Next, we're going to go to Rayman Legends. It takes you back to the origins of platforming back in the day. Like it's kind of like an old school type platformer, right? With nice visuals to it and nice level designs to it. And it's such a great follow-up also to Rayman Origins as well. Also, it has levels from Rayman Origins in this game as well. So pretty much you're buying 2 games for the price of 1, which is a major win, right? It just gives you a break from all these shooting games, all these driving games, all the action adventure games. It just, you know, takes you back to some of the games back from the past, you know. And that's what I liked about this game a lot. Next, we're going to go to Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, you know, I enjoyed it so much back in the PS3. So there's no questions not for me to go and get this game. You know, it's definitely improved on the graphics it did and improved a lot in this game. And it did enhance some of the game mechanics as well with this game, with the new DualShock 4. I played the PlayStation 3 version of this game. It is definitely an improvement and it's a lot of fun to be had with this game. And I enjoyed Tomb Raider Definitive Edition a lot. But as I said, Rise of the Tomb Raider was definitely a good follow-up to this game right here. Next we're going to go to Destiny, right? But I've not really played the storyline too much of this game. But so there's not really much I can say about this game, Destiny, right here. I've heard a lot of good reviews about this game, so I should maybe play it a little bit more. I just need to have the time to go and play this game. Now, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, I actually did enjoy the storyline of this game a lot. I actually didn't mind it a lot. Even the online multiplayer wasn't too bad either. This is actually one of the games, Call of Duty games, in a long time I enjoyed the storyline of. Now, a lot of people may agree, a lot of people may disagree, but I actually did enjoy it, and it was a lot of fun just to go and play, you know, the storyline. Now, it wasn't necessarily the storyline, it was the missions. The missions were just so crazy they were, and it was just fun playing all the missions it was. And that's why I like my experience with the storyline of this game. It's because of the missions. That's the main thing that attracted me. So it's definitely a good game to play, right? But a lot of people will feel differently about it. It's definitely better than Ghost storyline, you know, and multiplayer as well. So the missions are really fun to play, and that's one thing I liked about this Call of Duty game right here. So that's why I kept it. So next we're going to go to the crew, right? It kind of reminded me of Midnight Club, how you can drive through the streets and do some of these races, these street races as well. It's not a bad game, but with these types of games, right, I just like to drive around the city I do and just play some music I do. That's what I like to do with these games, just free roam around the city. If there's an open world to it, I just like to free roam around the city, and that's pretty much where all the time goes. But I kind of got bored of this game real quick, and I just really haven't got the time to go and play it, so that's why I've not really said much about this game. But you know, it's definitely a good game to play, but I never really had the chance and the time to go and play more of it. So now, I did enjoy my experience with this game a lot. I did enjoy it, and I think it's a game I recommend you go and pick up for your PS4. You know, I didn't play the original Mirror's Edge on the PS3, but this is actually a really good game. It has great level designs to it, has great visuals to it, and it's really cool. This game, I really enjoyed my experience a lot. There's not a lot I can say about it, because you need to play it for yourself to get a feel of how this game is. You know, so I enjoyed my experience a lot with this game, and I highly recommend it. That's one thing I can say. So next we're going to go to the Batman games, right? I'll go to Return to Arkham. Return to Arkham is a good game, right? Because obviously it's Batman Arkham Asylum. You get Batman Arkham City. Now, a lot of people kind of complained about this game because of the visuals of this game, but you know, I just wanted to play it on my PlayStation 4 and just play it on my newer consoles I did. So I picked this up, and the visuals aren't bad at all. A lot of people were just kind of like, you know, didn't like how the way they updated the graphics in this game and the textures, and they felt like it could have been done better. But I just wanted to play this game again, regardless of the way they did the graphics and stuff like that on my PS4, and this is the only way I could do it. So if you've never played this game, right, Batman Arkham City and Batman Arkham Asylum, definitely go and pick up for your PS4 and your Xbox One. These games are really great games back in the PS3 and the Xbox 360. You know, they're really great games they were, and these games you shouldn't miss out on. So if you never got the chance to go and play this game, pick it up, right, on your PS4 or your Xbox One. Next we got Batman Arkham Knight. Now, Batman Arkham Knight, right, I wouldn't say it's better than Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. The only thing that put me off this game was the drone moments. The drone moments, they dragged on too much and they were repetitive at times. Like the game, like I didn't mind the game at all, right? I actually had fun playing the game. But the drone stuff like dragged on too much, and every few seconds in a mission, these drones would come up. And they made that the main part of the game. That's one thing like I had a problem with this game. But it's not a bad game at all. It's definitely a good game it is to play. But that's the only thing I didn't like is the drone moments. And I wish they kind of cut that down a little bit. But it's definitely cool driving in the Batmobile and doing all these cool missions, right? I had fun playing this game. Not to say it's a bad game. It's a great game to play. And definitely go pick this up, right? And the last thing I have in my collection is a PS1 Steelbook, right? The 20th anniversary edition. I just have this in my collection because I think it looks really cool, it does. So I just keep it in my collection like that. But you can't really store any games in it. That's the only thing I don't like about it, is how you can't store games in it. But that's the PS1 Steelbook, you can see that right there. But that's pretty much it, my PS4 game collection of 2017. I know I kind of rushed through these kind of quickly, but keep in mind this is not an individual review of each and every item. And you know, I didn't want the video to drag on and to bore you guys. So I kind of swiftly, you know, brushed through some of these games because I didn't want to bore you guys out. But that's pretty much it, my game collection of 2017 from my PlayStation 4. Let me know what you think of this down below. Leave a like if you like the video right here. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll catch you guys next time.